Back in action. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Trying OBS. I guess it was a YouTube server issue, it looks like, because it looks like we've got streaming going now. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Whoops. DFW plane spotters, you're always an entertainer. Always an entertainer. Yeah, I monitoring infidel fireman. I'm monitoring the frame droppage. I think I stabilized it. So yeah. Hey, yes, DFW plane spotters, you're one of a kind. Gosh. Oh my, DFW plane spotters, you always keep the conversation going. You're like the conversational lubricant to this channel. Yep, Daniel, it's still snow. It hasn't melted off yet. Yeah, Daniel, it's 43 degrees now, which is great. It's what I've always wanted. Not. Oh, at ground level? No, we're still good. The snow's at least melted off. We had some rain yesterday. It was like 50 and rainy yesterday. But overall, the biggest thing we've had to worry about is just flooding with the runoff. Ogden up north has it a lot worse than us. So, yeah. Supposedly it's going to be in the 60s next week, but they said that about this past week, and I think once it got into the 60s. The rest has been in the 50s. So, Infidel Fireman, anything new on the job front? I meant to email you, but I figured since I would be broadcasting, I'd just ask. Oops. Cool, man. Sounds like a plan. $92. Wow. $92. Yep, makes total sense to me. I would probably, Infidel Fireman, lean that way myself. So, hopefully, yeah. No, I understand that completely. 100%. Our Embraer E175 from SkyWest. Yes, DFW plane spotters. This is my favorite side and favorite flow. So a couple things. So this is my favorite side, right, with the scenery and the skyline. But the other thing is, yeah, they're on north flow today. So all the arrivals are coming in from the south. So I don't have the buildings blocking or the terminal blocking our way. So yeah, this is the preferred. If you come spot here at Salt Lake City, this is the flow you want. You want winds out of the north, which they are today. Light winds out of the north, and they're on north flow. So yes, good eye. Okay, I had heard that was in the works, Infidel Fireman, so yeah, I had heard that in the works. You mean DFW, Jeffrey? Hey, morning static frequency. Good to see ya. Testing out the new Wi-Fi system. I think what the key is that I was having issues earlier with the YouTube server, and now I'm back on. But the key is to get here like 20 minutes early to test and have the stream start running, so you can get solid connection while it kind of percolates. So yeah, but we'll see. We may have a dropped frame here or there and a freeze up, but overall we'll see what the broadcast looks like. Well, that's awesome, Arkham. New subscriber, welcome into Salt Lake City International Airport and Pips Plane Spotting episode 36. We're testing out our new Wi-Fi system today. So we're just trying to see how the broadcast looks and sounds and make sure it's high quality and constant. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you guys want to rate the broadcast and audio quality on a scale of 1 to 10, we sure would appreciate it, so we can make improvements if necessary. Yes, static frequency, still got some snow. And the other thing I was going to say is because the sun, so we're looking from the camera, we're looking southeast. So the sun comes from the east, obviously. So it is usually right in our face if I'm broadcasting in the morning from the east side of the airport. So with the clouds, you know, it's got a nice view with it too. So thanks to Mother Nature. Yeah, and if you guys want to, on a scale of 1 to 10, let me know how the broadcast looks. 10 being the best and sounds. $11. Thank you, Spinal Tap. Appreciate that. Nine out of 10, Arkham, thank you. Yeah, you know, Arkham, Columbus. Yes, I want to get there. It's a great place to spot. From what I've been told, because you get the parking garage right,
ground Skywest 3645,
right in the middle.
Spot 10, ready to taxi with Delta. Skywest 3645, flight ground, runway 34, lost taxi via Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha.
Thanks for the report, static frequency, 5x5.
34 left, Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha, Skywest 3645. Number 2 of 10.
Got the scanner up now. We're listening to Salt Lake ground right now. Excellent. I will give you credit, DFW plane spotters. I know.
Up with 3037 coming out 2 east with Delta for the taxi. So 3037, Salt Lake ground, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel. 34 right via hotel, Southwest 3037. Ground Skywest 3507, approaching spot 10 with Delta for taxi. Skywest 3507, flight ground runway 34, last taxi via Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha. I'll have traffic wait for you off your left. 34 left, Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha, and we've got traffic. Skywest 3507. Delta 841 at Foxtrot 1, you're going to give way to both the E175 ahead. Yeah, Foxtrot 1,
so yeah, Daniel, thanks to Infidel Fireman, RW, Dalton, Clark, ERB. You know, they were nice enough to donate to the channel. We can accept super likes and super chats and donations. So thanks to them, I've been able to, and many others, get a scanner now. And so yeah, get the ATC working. So bit by bit, this is what it's about, making the channel better for you and the live stream better for you. So yeah, thanks to those ladies and gentlemen. And also remember that there will never ever be a membership fee. We encourage donations, but you're welcome to enjoy the channel for free regardless. So I'm here to bring entertainment, knowledge, and everything else. You know, in our camp, you're usually right about Atlanta, but last year DFW was the second busiest airport in the world.
Monitor Tower 119.05. Have a good morning. 1905, you do the same, 3037.
Yeah, so Daniel, I do have the microphone on right now. That's how you can hear things a little bit better. So I've got a shotgun mic. It's not the best in the world, but you know, as things get better, it'll just get better. But yeah, the shotgun mic is working right now. Stephen Collins. Hello. Your girlfriend Chantel has a birthday today, so maybe if she jumps on, you can wish her a happy birthday. I know you are quite the traveler, Jeffrey. We should, you know, if you have a Instagram for your photos from the different places you've been, that would be wonderful to see, or Flickr page or something. So yeah, that would be dope. I do like Columbus, so that's on the list. And the nice thing about Columbus, as we see this 737 MAX 8 taxi into view, is Columbus is 2 hours from Cincinnati, 2 hours from Indianapolis, 3 hours to Louisville, 3 to Pittsburgh. So you can do a lot of plane spotting in the Midwest, which is awesome. 2 to Cleveland. I forgot Cleveland, of course. So the goal is to do the channel full time. I'm obviously just starting right now. This is only episode 36, but when I get a little more backing, we'll do a lot more traveling to new places, which is exciting, like Columbus. So thank you for tuning in. I did not know that, Arcam. That is a fun fact. So John Glenn was, I know John Glenn, he was the late senator and astronaut.
3645, monitor tower 132.65, good day. Monitor
Goodbye, Southwest.
07 monitor tower 132.65, good day. 132.65, Skywest 3507. Delta 2339, monitor tower 132.65, good day.
Jeffrey, thank you for asking. All right, so when you go to the, that's actually a good point. I should put that in the directions and remarks. So there's a button with in the YouTube stream that has a little $sign. You click on that in the chat, and if you have a credit card saved in Google, you can make a donation. If not, you do have to add a credit card or debit card, and you can just add that and then make a donation. So I'll actually put out a video or some instructions as well. Yeah, thanks for the Infidel. Thank you for the instructions. So yeah. Oh, good question, Arkham. Whew, that's a tough one. Well, Atlanta typically has more traffic just because of the Delta hub. So
Southwest 2564 with Delta approaching
basically every European arrival and departure goes through Atlanta. They have the majority, so you have the larger planes. However, LA has I want to say,
And who was the Southwest calling ready to go?
the second most international arrivals, international airlines in America behind JFK. I'll have to verify that. So right now, I would say Atlanta, just because of pure volume.
Southwest 2564. 2 West, the 737.
I'll also create a GoFundMe page as well, or Venmo,
2
Jeffrey.
West, 737, passing Alpha 15.
And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Thanks to everybody who's been a part early on.
2 West with information chart. So 1952, select ground information, Delta's current runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha, I'll have the RJ wait for you.
So I think what I'll do today, I'll probably run some information on who has the most international airlines and bring it back to the broadcast tomorrow and let you guys know and make a list. Tyson, thank you so much. Great to see you. All right, so let's see what Tyson is doing. Tyson's taking a flight. Let's see, where's Tyson going? Daniel, that's a great point. Okay, all right, so Tyson, I'll see if I can make that happen. I do probably have to work that day, but we'll see if we can catch you. Thank you for letting me know.
Good morning, Alaska, West 4231, spot 8, we've got 8 Delta.
And that's great to hear. I love when people tell me if they're on a flight. That way we can catch it. So yeah. Now we're going into worst airports. I love it. Yeah, thank you, Tyson. It means a lot. I definitely want to make it more enjoyable and entertaining for you guys, and still support myself, and hopefully can do this full time eventually and travel to more places and airports. In fact, your donation, Tyson, help pay for the scanner that you're listening to. So thank you. All right, so Arkham, I would say that LaGuardia is not anymore, especially with the new terminal. I would tend to agree with either Daniel for JFK,
Number 2 is spot 10.
or yeah, Newark's pretty bad. Newark.
75 with Delta. 3975 flight ground, runway 34 probably E175.
Infidel Fireman, as far as Philadelphia goes, I could see that because I hear that from my pilot buddies, but I've never flown out of Philadelphia, so I can't make the judgment on it. I will tell you that the Marriott, the Hotel Marriott there is nice, and the bathrooms were nice, but other than that, I can't tell you about Philly. So Arkham, I would probably say, yeah, definitely Newark or JFK. That would be solid. Yep, absolutely. Static frequency.
Red 2 ground. Solid ground, right to south.
Okay, so another one for Newark. Newark. All right.
Red tube shooters requested.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I just haven't flown through Newark myself. Here's the thing. Denver's getting there because it's grown so much and it's so huge to get through. And the security lines are always long.
You'll join Alpha behind the 737 from the right.
Yeah, Lafayette's just the regional airport
Delta 1176, ground taxi
in Indiana.
The E-175 at Foxtrot's waiting for you. Ground up 1176. Delta 76, ground taxi Alpha to 2 West. Traffic on Foxtrot's waiting for you. Alpha to 2 West, traffic on Fox. Delta 1176.
Ooh, Chicago O'Hare. All right, so you hit me close to home, Jeffrey. That's where I grew up, was Chicago. So, yeah, I'll give them. I will say that they're improving. They used to be really bad. So, Chicago is improving though.
2 West North Line.
I think one of the key things for the improvements is the fact that
West North Line.
so Chicago used to have crisscross runways
Delta 2630.
in all sorts of different directions, like 3 different directions, and then
you're going to follow
they
the,
switched
CRJ9 from the right. You'll see them shortly.
parallel runways with 2 crosswind runways, so like DFW, and it's gotten a lot better. And they're building a new terminal, so all right, I would give O'Hare kind of like a C, C+, whereas like Newark would maybe be a D+.
14 with Delta 1359 Salt Lake ground. I missed where you were at. Spot 14 with Delta 1359 Salt Lake ground. Runway 34 left. Taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot Alpha. 34 left, Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot Alpha, Delta 13. Morning ground Delta 2415 at 1 West North.
Thank you, Static Frequency. Appreciate it. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And if you like what you see, give me the old thumbs up.
I'm going to have you follow the CRJ9.
All right, DFW. Arcam's got a good question. Why is Newark the worst airport in America, in your opinion?
2630. You'll join Alpha behind the CRJ9, then at Alpha 4, I need you to follow company.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that.
Delta 2630, follow the CRJ9, then we'll let one guy in front of us at Alpha 4, Delta. Roger. Shipwreck 1 West with Delta Hangar. Shipwreck 1 Salt Lake ground, proceed via Bravo, Echo, and I missed which hangar you're going to. Shipwreck 1 Bravo, Echo, go. Monitor time 132.6 getting. I will get H scan 4231. 415, the company is going to wait for you. Monitor tower 132.65. Have a good day. I got your release time of 38.41, so we need to keep moving up the runway. Have a good day. 38.41, we're pushing tower. Good day, sir. 24. And hello and good morning. Delta 2024 2 West with Fox. Taxi, CMI.
All right, so question, we had a couple of questions. So the first one is, why is Newark Airport the worst from Arcam? So number one is the location. It's like an industrial, it's right by the seaports. It's an industrial location. There are no restaurants around. And Newark's not the safest area. So that's what I would say.
Runway 34 left. Taxi via Alpha. Join Alpha behind your company and give way to the tug from the left. Okay, Alpha behind the company, give way to the tug.
As far as connections, I know there's a lot of long walks between connections at Newark. So
it's all good, man. Thank you.
So that's why I would say Newark is probably location. It's in New York, which is the busiest airspace in the world, I believe. And well, it's in New Jersey technically, but I'll tell you this: if you want to get to downtown New York, Newark's probably the fastest airport to get there, in my experience. I did live on Long Island, and you know, even with traffic, you're about 15 minutes from downtown Manhattan in New York. R-Dub, what's up, man? Manchester, okay. Steven, now I'm gonna have to visit eventually, which is the plan anyways, but yeah. R-Dub, we salute you.
Ground American 1523, spot 14 with Delta. American 1523, Troy ground, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo Hotel, join Alpha Tug, give way to you. Right 34 right, Echo Hotel, 23. Super Tug 1, give way to American ahead. Way to American.
Oh, R-Dub, you know, just staying busy, trying out, thanks to your donation, trying out, purchased a new Wi-Fi hotspot with more data so I can do this more often, so thank you. And of course, thank you to everybody else, and Jeffrey and Infidel Fireman, Clark, Tyson, Dalton, everyone else. I think I got everybody. Oh, and ERB, of course. Thank you, dude. Yeah, work was pretty good this week. Busy, learning everything, and it's still freaking cold here, as you know. This is ridiculous. It's like 44 degrees. This is absurd. Hey, are you Colonel yet, by the way? Can we call you Colonel R-Dub officially? And also, on the last broadcast on Sunday, you never gave us the email, so you have to email me at pipsplainspotinglive@gmail.com. Sweet, dude! Congratulations to R-Dub. Everyone, he's the newest colonel in the Air Force, right? Well, I'm sure there might have been other colonels, but congratulations, man. That's huge. Are we still flying the A-10? Because that's still the plan? Give it up for R-Dub, everyone. So R-Dub, if you, for those who aren't aware, R-Dub, correct me if I'm wrong, but is a fighter pilot in the Great Air Force of America, and just recently achieved the rank of colonel. Nice, dude. I know Infidel Fireman has a crush on you, so he'll be excited. Oh, I know. Infidel knows. I'm just jealous that there's another man competing for his attention.
3624, so ground runway 34 left, taxi via Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha. 34 left, Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot Alpha, Sky 3694. Delta 96, you're going to go with an E175 at Fox 1.
Well, that's huge regardless. I mean, that's a great achievement, and we're all super pumped. And I know it's a little bit lighter days on a Saturday, but thanks guys for tuning in regardless, because we'll be back tomorrow and hanging out here for our Super Sunday show. So we've got a full day planned, so I'm pumped for tomorrow. And I think the weather is supposed to be cool, but no rain. Oh, Jeffrey, I'm just joking. Infidel firemen and RW will have their side military conversations about military planes and whatnot, so it's all good. They're good men, so I razz them a little bit. Television, what is up? Any word? Any word?
21.9, thank you. Ground Sky 3742 north line 2 east with information Delta. Sky 3742, so the ground runway 34 right, taxi via hotel, wait for and follow though to 737 off your left, we'll see him shortly.
Well, Fort Lauderdale is currently Arkham is currently a new beach in South Florida. I joke, but I think everybody saw Fort Lauderdale flood. Like the airport was underwater. Like the runways were underwater. So. Dang it, Television. Yeah, that's probably true extra review.
Round up 2278, we're 1 left with Bravo. Delta 2278, flight ground Delta's current runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo, Echo Hotel. Bravo, Echo Hotel 34 right, we'll get the natives, Delta 2278. Got 3624, monitor tower 132.65, good day. 3265, good day,
This is an ED of the big plane spotters.
2 west with Delta, the taxi. 2768, so the ground runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha, but you're going to wait, pass behind a company A319 off your left. Okay, taxi is 34 left via Alpha. You're going to pass behind a 319 on the left, Delta 2768.
I don't know if this ever worked, Infidel Fireman, but since you're in the interview process, the A321, yes, Delta's A321 departing off here. Okay, so RW back down in Arizona.
Southwest 977, flight ground runway 34 left, taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot Alpha. Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot Alpha, runway 34 left, downpour.
American 1523 headed to Chicago on a 737-800 is taking the runway. Then it'll be Delta 1595, Airbus A325, or A321.
Monitor tower 2768. Buddy? That's Scratch 42.
Neo. Fair enough, fair. Wait, is that a Neo? I think it's the old version.
Scratch 4229, we can probably work that out. You just may take a slight delay at the runway depending on the traffic at both runways at this time. I mean, it shouldn't be very long if you're fine. I'm fine with this delay, Scratch 4229, runway 34 right, taxi Echo Hotel. Correct, taxi Echo.
Dario, hey buddy, good to see you, and thanks for adding me on Instagram. It was great to talk to you. I should have messaged you last night, but I was tired. Hey, where's my plane? Oh, there it is. Dario, it is great to see you, my friend.
977, monitor 132.65, have a good one.
Arcam, yes, I have heard of Van Nuys, and it's funny you mention Rickenbacker. I do want to go to Rickenbacker because you're right, they do get a lot of cargo planes. Yeah, me too, Dario. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I'm just glad I can catch my breath from a busy week. Well, good for RW. Meanwhile, Pip is no longer a restricted captain on the A321 in Flight Simulator, Infidel Fireman. How about that? Don't act like you're not impressed. LOL. Yeah, so Arcam, again, I mentioned it, but I don't know if you heard, but yeah, I definitely want to go to Columbus because of Rickenbacker and John Glenn. You know, because like you said, our Rickenbacker has a ton of cargo planes come in. San Diego's the busiest single runway airport in the world. Or is it in America? I'll go with America. I'll have to research that. Sounds like I've got a lot of research. So tomorrow I'll bring the list of the top 10 busiest airports from 2022. And then also the list of airports with the most international carriers in America. Got some homework to do. Well, Patelli Vision, I've been told that several times. And Infidel knows this. I'm kind of skittish when it comes to trying Twitch or whatever, and I don't know why. But yeah. And San Diego is a sweet airport to plane spot at, especially if you can break into the garage and hide. Because the parking garages that you fly right over onto runway 27, they specifically say no plane spotting or no cameras or photography. Yet people always break in or sneak in. So yeah. That's what Patelli Vision. That's what I've been told. Infidel Fireman has been bugging me constantly. So yeah, I need to. Yep, another good reason. San Diego, absolutely RW. Totally agree. Totally agree. Totally. Our Embraer E175.
Total 1482, Salt Lake ground, runway. You said you come out of 11. Which runway are you set for?
Oh, I will do it, RW. It's on the list, man. The Metro International. If you can catch the tram from one end of the McNamara terminal in Detroit, then yeah, Detroit's all right. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's all right. Yeah. So Patelli Vision. My yoke, so I started with a Logitech yoke. It was like $30, and that was pretty good. It actually worked pretty well. And then I did upgrade via peer pressure. So I got the yoke for the Airbus, so I have the side stick and then the throttle quadrant. So I have the Airbus throttle quadrant and the Airbus side stick. And then I also have the Boeing throttle quadrant. I do not have the Dreamliner yoke yet. All right, good to see you, Arcam. Thanks for joining. And thanks to everybody else joining the channel. We're here live at Salt Lake City International Airport. And if you're new, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And we now have the ability to accept super chats and super likes if you'd like to donate to the channel and stand out from the crowd. But there is never, ever, ever, ever a membership fee. This is all free. But appreciate your support and donations that allow us to do new things.
Good morning, SkyWest 3916 at Spot 8 with Delta.
The old CRJ 200 headed off to Cedar City. Actually, I think Elko, Nevada.
34 left, taxi Golf, Foxtrot, Alpha, SkyWest 3916.
And hi everyone who's new to the channel. I am Pip. We're here at Salt Lake City International Airport. Be on the air for about another half hour, just a little more. I'm having such a good time, maybe I'll extend it, or maybe come back later in the afternoon. What I do know is tomorrow we'll have our Super Sunday show, and hopefully broadcast around 11:30. I'll probably run straight from church like 11:30 or 12.
Morning, Sky 3056, possible. Sky 3056, Salt Lake ground runway 34 left, taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot Alpha, join Foxtrot after the E175 off your right.
Nice. That's awesome, RDEB. So yeah, Patelevision, I hope you heard my recommendation. I honestly like the Airbus throttle quadrant, or not the throttle quadrant, the yoke, the Airbus yoke, the side stick from Thrustmaster. And then I also like the Dreamliner throttle quadrant. I know that doesn't make sense, but I like the feel of the Boeing better than the Airbus.
Echo Alpha 34 left, Sky 3056. Sky 3916, Americans moving out now, and they'll still follow you.
Southwest 3832. Southwest from Phoenix is on approach to runway 34 right.
56, and then just follow the Delta straight ahead before you turn on Alpha. Roger, pause and then Sky 36.
And thanks for everybody for liking and subscribing and the donations. It means so much. Hopefully bring you some good stuff that you can entertain and inform your friends, neighbors, family members, wives, husbands, children, all the above. reverse thrust. And that makes sense, Patelli Vision. Let me check, RDub. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, Honeycomb is a good one. I guess have been attracted to the Thrustmaster because, you know, they have the officially licensed one. But that's not to say, like, Honeycomb or Velocity are bad or anything. My experience with both of the Thrustmaster, or all the Thrustmaster products, have been pretty solid, so that's why I typically will recommend them, but that's not to say Velocity or Honeycomb are bad. I was not impressed. So there's like the side stick Logitech, and then there's the yoke. The Logitech yoke I was not impressed with. That's like 150 bucks. Not impressed with it. Yeah, I know. I know Honeycomb isn't cheap, and the Dream Learner one is like 400 bucks. So that's why I haven't gotten it yet.
Ground Delta 1394 coming up 2 taxi with Delta. Ground Delta 1394, 2 east taxi with Delta. Delta 1394, solid ground, 6 for Delta, 3 for right, taxi to hotel. Hotel 3 for right, Delta 1394. 20, turn left heading 280, right 34 left, clear takeoff. Clear takeoff, 34 left, 280 on departure, Delta 2520. Wait. Line of blade 34 left, let's start at 16. Echo, now current solid call center 301 Manor.
Ugh. X-Plane. Ugh. Infidel. Okay, so I'm just a Microsoft Flight Simulator snob, I guess. Yeah, RDub, I would definitely say Microsoft Flight Simulator for me is the best. And also, spoiler alert, with the updates, when Top Gun Maverick came out, they did an F-18. So that's pretty cool. Actually works pretty well. Now we're listening to Salt Lake City Ground, or Salt Lake City Tower. I know, Infidel Fireman, you're not trying to be biased. Yeah, but my personal favorite, here's the only catch, and I'm sure Infidel Fireman will agree to this, and anybody else who's played Flight Simulator. And if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi. We love new people.
Now saying, wait, your Virgin Course Company and Virgin report in the turn about 5,600. Yeah, 34, line up and wait, and come down the merge, go 3056.
Well, excuse us, R-Dub. We can't all be like superstar fighter pilots. Some of us civilians have to fly the F-18.
Okay, 3056, turn left heading 260, runway 34 left, go takeoff. 34 left, clear for takeoff, Skywest 3056, left heading 260.
So the the only catch if you buy Microsoft Flight Simulator outright, not through Steam, if you just buy the exact and download it into the computer, is it takes forever depending on your internet connection. It's like 130 gigabytes. So you need a big SSD hard drive, I'd recommend, at least 500 gigabytes. Actually, I'd recommend a terabyte. And then a pretty awesome video card and at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. You know, processor wise, you know, you can get by with a mid-grade processor. You don't have to top the line, because everything I've heard and talking to everybody else is that the game doesn't use its CPU to its full potential. So you really need to get a really good graphics card. Yep, you are downloading the world. That is right, Infidel. Okay, that should do it. An Alienware with a 3060. You'll get good. You'll be able to do 1080 no problem. Awesome, dude. That sounds like a great computer, R-Dub. Excelente. Also, you can mine Bitcoin. Side note. You have television, you could do that too. I was a snob and I went, like, at the time, it was right after COVID started, so everything was in short supply. So I settled on a graphics card that was in the store. And I didn't want to be scalped, so I got a 5700 XT, which is okay, but I definitely want to upgrade. $12,000 or $1,200? Good point, Patelevision. That is true. Now, Utah does actually have pretty cheap electricity. It's not like Texas. Holy moly. Superstar computer. You get the Superstar Top Secret R-Dub. Nice. That is pretty awesome. Yeah. Custom build. Impressive, man. Everybody's coming over to R-Dub's house. That's official. Patelli. Hey, I'm cheap too. It was the one thing when the minute I saw the trailer for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, I was like, nah, I'm gonna, what's the word? I'm gonna splurge, because I haven't played it in 10 years. And it looks so amazing. I was like, what? I know, R-Dub. Party at R-Dub's house. See, and Patelli Vision, you have one of my favorite stores of all time in Chicago, Micro Center, and Micro Centers in Dallas and Columbus, Ohio, and a couple other big cities. But there's no Micro Center here, which drives me nuts in Salt Lake City. But that's where I went and I built the computer myself. So, hey, we'll do it all at once, R-Dub. We'll come down. We'll get in do a test flight. We'll play Flight Simulator. We'll go plane spot. It'll be perfect. Yeah, what the heck happened to Fry's? It used to be the place, Patelli, and then all of a sudden it just like went blech, you know? Went down the drain. I do not get that at all. Welcome to Salt Lake City International Airport. We go towards the, just past the top of the hour. It is high noon here in Salt Lake City. We'll be on for, another 20 minutes or more. Testing out the new Wi-Fi hotspot. So far seems to be working for the most part pretty good. I'd give it a B+, broadcast-wise. The plan is to, I don't know, I'm bored. Maybe I'll come back tonight. But regardless, I'm probably going to get some lunch and then work on some stuff. Flight plans and whatnot. The old Cessna business jet. Sweet R-Dub, sounds like a plan, my friend. Pretty sharp. Yeah, so I remember back in 2003, I was gone for a couple years and came back. And my brother-in-law was like, dude, you gotta see the store. It's called Fry's. It's amazing. I was like, what? Yeah, and then in the last 5 years, Fry's just went down the drain and was like, we're gonna sell all these weird off-brand products and weird stuff. And just went down the drain. Nice, R-Dub. Well, okay, guys, we're gonna do a party. R-Dub's, the first of Pip's plane spotting live parties at R-Dub's. Episode 1. And if you're new to the channel, encourage you to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to donate, we accept super chats and super likes. And also just friends. We accept friends too. Interesting, Patelli. Yeah, I never understood. That makes a lot more sense now. I didn't know that about the executive. But yeah, I mean, it was the place to be in the early 2000s. And then, like you said, it just went down the drain. Yeah, dude. Wow, you didn't have to twist my arm for that one, R-Dub. Seriously though, I think
397 Heavy, like that, you ready to go? Delta 397 Heavy, affirmative. Delta 397 Heavy, wind 3005, turn left heading 280, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 397 Heavy, clear for takeoff, 34 left heading 280.
yeah, seriously, RW, you don't have to twist my arm, and that's something once we get going here, and we should do like an annual trip every year someplace new. I don't need a high-end PC. Yeah, I know, right? I don't need it, but it's good to have it there just in case, right? To de-stress playing Flight Simulator. And yeah, exactly, RW.
Like that, running 34 left, line up and wing, contact turn, supporting heavy Boeing 767, traffic joining about a 1010 mile per hour, as a Boeing 737. Line up and wing, 34 left, Delta 2710.
You're not going anywhere, dude. You work in the military. You're new place like every 2 weeks we see you. You're RW is the version. He's like Jello. You can never stick him anywhere. He's always on the move.
Like that, wind 3005, running 34 left, clear land trap, hold position is a Boeing 737. Clear land, 34 left, flash 614.
I did not know that, Patelli. That I was not aware.
Delta 397 Heavy, contact Park Creek. 397 Heavy, good day.
Okay, the last duty station. All right.
34 left, clear for takeoff.
Cool, man.
Clear for takeoff, Delta 2710.
All right. Only if you promise, RW. Last duty station. Television. Guys, I just want to say thank you. I know Saturday's a busy day, and it's great having each one of you, ladies and gentlemen, on the broadcast today and giving feedback. I guess I'll hold on to the Wi-Fi hotspot for now, and hopefully it'll work just as well or even better tomorrow. We did have a little bit of intermittent freezing, dropped frames, but hopefully that'll improve tomorrow. But overall, another good broadcast. And the one thing I wanted to touch on is, oh, you know what? Something I read earlier this week. So I was in Aspen about a month ago doing a live broadcast, and some of you may have been able to watch that and tune in. But they mentioned the fact that the CRJ 700, the Aspen airport, they put out a study for the airport, and they mentioned how the CRJ 700 isn't going to be around beyond 2032 in their opinion. So you may start to see the next decade the A220s fly into Aspen, or the 175s. So that'll be interesting because that presents a whole new weight dynamic to things. Gotcha, RW. That makes sense. Yeah, they were mentioning it in the article for Aspen, RW. I thought that was interesting. I was like, really? You think Aspen? They're gonna have to fly like the 100 variant in there. I don't know if the 300 will be might be too heavy. It's an interesting article or press release that they put out. I have to look more into it. But yeah, it was interesting. They put it out this week. Pitkin County, the county that Aspen is in, owns the airport, and so they did reassessment. So, all right, man. Patelli Vision, good to see you. I'll cross my fingers for you. Great to see you as always.
5 and 2 west. 614 over to ground.
Yeah, it would be awesome. In fact, I'm gonna hit up my one of my dispatcher buddies who does dispatch the A220. See if I can sweet talk him into giving me some numbers for Aspen on what the performance limitations would be. I don't know. That would be cool. I may have to do some research. All right, so tomorrow I'll bring the top 10 busiest airports in the world for 2022. I will also bring the top 10 US airports with the most international carriers. I kind of have an idea who they are, but in which order. But yeah, you might be surprised at one or two. Infidel Fireman, just in time to say goodbye. You're like half the women I date, just in time to say goodbye. Ha! I tell you what, Infidel Fireman, hold on to your lovely wife as long as you can, because dating now is rough. RW can testify to that. I asked out 5 women this week and they all said no. So I just started playing a game to see how many women could say no this week, and I got up to 10. True story, man. These women in Salt Lake, they're stiff, Arda, man. I want to go down to Arizona. I definitely have to up my game. I'm gonna need to go to like a date spring training camp or something, or a date academy. That's actually a funny premise for a TV show. I don't know, RW. I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna steal your uniform, RW. So see if that works at all. If you have an old uniform you want to donate to me, because women always like guys in uniform. Sweet, dude. SPS. I disagree. Every hot woman I've talked to is married. It's like, oh, I love a guy in uniform. All right, I would say a majority. So majority could be 51%. So simple majority. Negatory Ghost Rider, that was a Bombardier CRJ 700 that flew by. Infidel fireman. Oh, I see. Let me check it out, RW. There's a 737-800 from Sun Country. So we'll just pan here a little bit. So there's the 737-800 for Sun Country. So that looks like right there, Gulfstream. There's some Cessna citations.
1649, Secretary, yep. The 1649, Delta 1649, wind 3203, turn left heading 280, running 34 left, surf they got. 28034 left.
A little more.
1649.
I'm panning, man. So we got our usual KC-135s for the Utah Air National Guard. A little more. A little more. A little more. All right, I'll scan back one more time and then we'll finish up the broadcast here. Yep, Dario, we got some KC-135s that like to take off. They like to hang out. I'm gonna try and go really slow here. Oh, okay. I thought you meant, sorry man, I thought you meant like the Embraer 135. I'm like, what?
45 Flight Tower, wind 3203, running 34 left, clear to land.
Yeah, RDIB, they have the Utah Air National Guard. That's kind of their go-to plane is the 135s that always hang out. Sorry, I was confused. My bad. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We'll leave you with the KC-135s here. So we're wrapping up Saturday. One couple. So there's our KC-135s as the Utah Air National Guard as we wrap up the broadcast for today. Thanks to everybody who could tune in today to our Saturday show, and we'll be back tomorrow with our Saturday, or no, it would be Sunday, our Sunday Super Show. Thanks to everybody who donated today: Dalton, Tyson, Jeffrey, RW Infidel Fireman, ERB, also Clark, and Jeffrey, and I think that's everybody. ERB. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but appreciate the support as always. We love each one of you. I love each one of you. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'll give you an official time later this evening on when we're going to be back for our Sunday show. But for now, we'll stare at the KC-135s. Give a great thanks and congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to RW for making Colonel. And we salute you, as AC/DC says. So have a great afternoon or evening wherever you are in this wonderful internet world that we have. This was episode 36 of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. This is Pip saying see you tomorrow for the Super Sunday show. And everybody have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for a fun day from Salt Lake City International Airport. Bye-bye, everyone.